Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, da doo-dah day.
Hello, my freaky darlings. I am back. Yes. As you may be able to tell, the computer problems, while not completely solved, are at least being repaired. So, managed to make it through Stupid O'Clock all night tonight with no robot voice, no max headrooming, and not much of any technical difficulties. So we're until the next time that the phone company decides to crap out on me, we are going to go back to the regular schedule that we have normally had for the last couple of years, which means Saturday night, Stupid O'Clock, Saturday night or Sunday mornings, Last Man Standing, and we'll just try and regain the viewers that we have lost for the show being absent, except for thank you, Joe Bachman, for doing a not last man standing, which I have added to the playlist of last man standing stuff on my YouTube channel. Was not easy to do. It took a little bit of finagling and convincing the computer that yes, I do have the right to add this to my playlist. Um, YouTube. Get over yourself. Commercials, no, don't need them. Um, with all that said, with me tonight so far, I had the lovely Donna Carlene.
Hi,
And
sweetie.
hello, nurse. Ah, have missed being in the comfy chair here and doing the show. Um, Dawn may be coming back any minute now, and Richie may be coming back in the nearish future for
Mm-hmm.
tonight, and we shall see. It would be nice to. Oh, and now Facebook reminds me to start the show.
Let's
Mm.
better start the show then.
It'd be nice, but I did that already about 5 minutes ago. So it's a good thing I'm not timing an egg or something. It would be overcooked. Uh,
Well, we missed you too, although Joe and I did have a bit of fun last Thursday.
I have watched the replay, and I am amazed that I'm still allowed on YouTube. But y'all did behave, which was weird as all get out. Because Last Man Standing has gotten to be one of those things that's just about this close to being green room, um, and still
You
recorded.
look
I
at
just don't
everybody who's
know.
on this show. We're all green room
I know,
occupants.
I know, I know. Habitues.
Yes,
And speak of the angels, and they shall arrive.
it's done.
Hi.
With the hair
Hi.
down and everything.
22 more days.
I know. I'm excited. You,
Mhm.
Dad, I didn't hear things. You did do that, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And that's why you did it too, wasn't it?
Yes, it
Okay.
was.
Did you hear
Uh,
it, Donald?
No.
When I
um,
went to put my hair down, everybody else was in their own little conversations, and all of a sudden I hear this really low rumble. When I put my hair down, it was Dan.
Hmm.
it was a purr. It was a purr. Thank you.
Is
Uh,
he saying perk or purr?
I think both.
purr.
Oh, and a purr. Okay, so all three. We'll take all three. I'll do all three. Perk,
Okay,
purr, and perp. Okay, well, good.
it
It was
works.
it was a perk of a pervy purr. Okay. I was raised by cats. Uh,
So I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation,
no,
but
that's
yeah,
all right.
22 days. I'm
I was just saying it was a pleasure being back after all the stuff. As long as we can get the phone working again, they're supposed to come out tomorrow. Yes, it's still tomorrow. Um, by the time
excited.
the show ends, it'll be later today while I'm at work, more than likely, if they actually show up, which they never did Monday. And I wasted an entire vacation day.
I would have been beyond torqued off about that. I'm just saying. I would have
Oh,
been.
I was when I called them and said, nothing got fixed. And they go, oh, the technician closed out the work order. And I go, I don't care what the technician closed out. He didn't show up, or she didn't show up, or they didn't show up. The phone's still dead. My internet is slower than 14.4 dial-up, which these days is really unacceptable.
Hmm.
And gradually, because of the vehemence of my complaints, um, during the week, the internet has gotten faster and faster and faster. Now, Lindsay, as of tonight, Lindsay's able to watch streaming TV in the living room. I am able to stream to YouTube, and I have been able to use a different computer, the iPad, to actually comment on YouTube. And what did I say? I predicted this. He's back.
And it's rich.
Or is he?
Hey,
Ah,
I
smart
went, oh,
ass.
wait a minute. Oh, it doesn't matter if he has ops or not. He's got his own remove button.
I've got my own turn off camera.
Yeah. Well, Stupid O'Clock was lovely. It was nice seeing Bill again. At least his internet is getting more stable as well as mine. Ryan was Ryan
Persimmon. Oh,
trying not to make that fun.
but I like it so much.
He might actually watch. I don't know.
I
He's
don't
a
care
nice.
about anything I wouldn't say to his face.
Me neither, but he's a nice boy, but he's still got a lot to learn. Um, John is the ever resourceful Mr. Google. Contributed quite a lot, so we got to hear a lot of the actual facts behind the things that we were talking about, and could not remember actual facts, but John on the spot pulled everything up for us and enlightened us.
I was just there to tease with the ice cream. That's the only reason I was there. Then you have Rich over there talking, chatting in the private chat. No, it's not what you said in private chat.
I know.
Can you tell I'm mad at you?
Yeah, you're trying to be pissed, but you keep laughing.
Shut up. Now I am mad at you.
I'm sorry, Don. I still see that it's your secretly happy face.
That was funny though. That I literally we were working on my costume today with my friends. Who are these people? Da 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 da. You know. So yes, I played the infamous Last Man Standing while we were doing that, and she is just crying. She is laughing her ass off, and she goes, "Oh, it looks like you're going to be having a lot of fun."
Oh.
Yep.
If you don't have fun, we're leaving you down there.
Promise? Oh wait, no.
Just remember, we'll all be gone, and the closest one will be Joe Dog.
Just to make it smart. I mean, oh, okay. No. Those are could be worse.
Yeah, Dan and I thinking that one over.
Nope. I'm saying, talk to Megan. She's local.
That's true.
Well, I had a short conversation with the personnel manager at work today, and she's going, "Oh, you're retiring soon? We'll be lost without you," and that sort of thing. And she
Damn
knew
skippy
that
you
I
will
had.
be.
She knew that I wrote books and wrote music and whatnot. So I pulled up Mike Jimmy's clip of the intro to Life on Korra and let her watch that. And she goes, "Oh my God, I didn't know you could write music too." Good. One of these days, I'm going to have to send her my Bandcamp link and go, "Hey, check this out." Now you see why this is a job. What I have away from work is my career. Oh, Lindsay came and asked me what an influencer was, because there were a bunch of them on a show she was watching. She goes, "Used to be, there were movie stars and whatnot, TV stars. Now it's all influencers. What's an influencer?" And I go, "Self-important people on TikTok
and YouTube."
Okay, well, I'm probably one of those, but I'm not self-important.
That's the difference.
Ooh. Well, no, if you count Aphelion, I'm definitely an influencer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 500 new writers gifted to the world in the last 27 years, soon to be, starting 27 years.
I was about
But
ready to say that you've influenced some of my writing.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
um,
but
You do
you,
know that Rick's still fanboys at times when it comes to Dan. He won't that Rich, you fanboy with Dan occasionally.
mm-hmm.
no, he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
No, he
He will
doesn't.
admit it.
Yes, he does.
The first couple
Yeah.
of times that I was in the green room, yeah,
You still do once in a while too, and you know it.
probably more than once in a while, but yeah.
I told you, Dan.
You have
Dan
no,
doesn't believe us.
User, don't forget Instagram. Is that our Chris?
I don't have the faintest idea.
User
If
that
it is our Chris, then he'll show up eventually, even if
Usually,
it's
though,
in the car on the way home.
Is that a
And
hand?
usually though, Dan, when we talk about an influencer, they're influencing silly things like eating Tide Pods.
suddenly I'm reminded of a National Lampoon sort of, or was
Come here.
it
Come here.
Lemmings, and which is a great album, by the way, and an even more awesome comedy special. But it starred a lot of people from Saturday Night Live, Second City, Fridays, things like that, and
Facebook user
uh,
said yes. So it's either yes, that's Chris, or
Yes, it's Chris. I went
Okay.
over Facebook, it's Chris.
oh, okay.
You can't hide from the cult of Chris. Chris.
We will find you.
I think it's awesome that Chris has his own fan club. Start to say harem, but some of them might not be women. I don't know. Everybody loves Chris.
So
Well, there's these fans and there's those of us who belong to his cult.
Yeah, the
Stalkers.
fans and cults are different things.
Yeah.
speaking of hooks that just get stuck in your head and force you to have to write something. Last night, as I was drifting off to sleep, my brain went, well, crap. Guess it's time for plan B. Another voice went, plan B? There's a plan B? Good. What's plan B? The first voice replied, improvise. The second voice said, that's not a plan. That's the exact opposite of a plan.
That's plan A.
And then the first voice goes, okay, how about plan C? Well, what's plan C? Winging it. It's the exact same thing. Now they're spelled differently.
Welcome to my mind. And didn't know we could get telepathic over that distance, and we're not even playing guitar. I say that because that is my closest reference to getting telepathic with someone is making music together. And
Is that what you
Mr.
call it?
Jim Purnell and now you do provoke a thought. There have been a couple of cases that we can't talk about outside the green room that some telepathy at a certain level was achieved.
Sweet mystery of life, at last I found you.
Exactly. Boy, have I been lucky over the years.
That's what she said.
No, that's what I said, not her.
From my brain to your mouth, someone.
So we're gonna put bedside Uncle Carl by the time we get down to Georgia. He's like running out of the van, going, "Oh my God, get me away from these two."
No, he's going, damn, I'll be glad when I can take these earplugs out.
Oh, he doesn't need earplugs. He's going deaf, so.
What?
Yeah, he and Lindsay should get along just fine. Uh,
Sorry.
And it's not the kind of deaf that hearing aids could help. So if you ever see him go, he hasn't heard a damn word you've said. Yes, I'm outing him.
I was just gonna say you just outed him.
the selective deafness, where certain people's voices just cease to exist after a while.
That was his
Oh,
mother.
I was.
My wife thinks I have that. It just happens to be that Misty's voice is in the range that I'm losing my hearing in.
I have experienced that several times in real life myself. There are certain people whom I can just barely hear, and I have the medical tests to prove that those frequencies are what I have lost from working in the factory.
Hmm.
Even wearing earplugs the entire, well, almost half the entire time. We weren't required to wear earplugs for many years. We weren't we weren't required to wear hard hats for many years, and there's a couple of stories I could tell about where something appeared to strike me in the head while I was wearing just a cloth baseball cap, and people were going, "Oh no, we're going to have to rush him to the emergency room. He just got his skull caved in." I'm going, "What you talking about, Willis?" I le-
Yeah.
I leaned away. Um, it it barely grazed me. Um,
Not like when that shovel hit you.
oh no, that was Daddy. That was Daddy. Ain't no escaping Daddy. That's like it's time to get a whooping. You don't run away. You just stand there and take what's coming to you. You earned that. But
Yeah. So, Rich, I totally understand what you were talking about. The voices starting after you've gone to bed. Um,
it, those are some polite voices. They wait until you're still.
they wait till you're asleep, then they wake you the fuck up.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the problem.
my best friend has had a lot of doctor's appointments, and
Hmm.
because she had surgery on her hand, and now she's in physical therapy. Well, she has to go over to Shambana, which is like 30 mile away, and we don't get our morning breakfast. So I go with her, and we get lunch together. And while I'm waiting for her, I read a book. And I got the brilliant idea of why should I read somebody else's book? I'll take one of mine and read them.
Yours
So
are good.
yesterday I was sitting there reading, oh, The Seduction of Lily Monroe. Hashtag I will always promote. And it occurred to me that there's something in the book that no one's ever asked about, and they probably should have because I did not explain it. And it hit me that I'm not doing, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do a sequel. So I go to bed last night. Yeah, I forgot to drive off, and the voices started. You need to find out about tongues in the late 1800s. You need to make some trouble there in Chinatown. You need to like shut up. Okay, I got up and made notes.
Don't you love it when that happens?
Hopefully something will come out of it because I haven't written a damn thing in over a year.
Yeah, I've been having problems too. I cannot find. I could have sworn Nick Tucker has been after me to do an audio version of one of my stories for a little while. I thought I had done it, just the voice. Never
Hmm.
gotten around to doing the sound effects. I can't find it anywhere. I must have dozed off at the keyboard and thought I did the voiceover for this record. Either that or it's on a backup drive somewhere I have forgotten to turn on. If it exists,
You will.
well, I'll be looking for it. I don't know if I will find it, but it would be nice. That would be half of the work done. Otherwise, I got to read the darn thing all over again. Thank God I can do that accent normally. Well, it's not the one I'm using now. It's the
No comment.
Appalachian. It's the Appalachian one. So
I want a sample. Give me a sample. What's the sample of the apple?
you mean right now live?
Of course. I'll put you on the spot.
I'm not even gonna bother to pull up the script. It's just one of those things where I remember how to talk like some of the folks that raised me back up in the mountains, and it's just kind of it gets really slow and low, and it's not exactly as southern. It's more. I don't think it's exactly as southern as my normal accent. I think it's more eastern Tennessee, and it's just one of those things. It sounds almost cowboy, but
You okay, Donna?
Just give me a minute.
Keep going, Dan.
Okay, I'm fine now. Yeah.
it'd take me a minute to get into it. It really would, but it's it's very difficult to do with the camera on. Actually, I can do it with just the microphone, but knowing that my face is being broadcast while I slide into this thing. Oh, that was Georgia. That ain't East Tennessee.
That's okay.
Donna still enjoyed that.
That's okay. That'll work.
Hold still. I will get you a towel.
I need two.
Better give me a couple.
You're welcome, Donna.
Thank you.
No
That you
batteries.
do for your friends. That means for your friends.
No batteries required. Oh, heaven. Oh,
I'm waiting for Rich to flash the sign.
I do not know. Ah,
He's gonna make the $20 is $20.
That would too.
oh,
It only got a 9.8 from the Russian judge.
yes. Well, those guys are assholes.
Oh wait, no, that is the show.
Rich says turn off the camera.
Yeah, right.
He does that, and I'll have to turn mine off too.
That's not the time we told you to post.
Oh, now he's providing inspiration. Oh dear, Hallowcon is going to be so much fun. Oh,
It's going to be so much fun, or we're all going to get in big trouble with somebody.
it's going to be so much fun, and we're all going to get in big trouble.
Just say the difference between that is
Hide in the comfort of our own home here. There.
$500 in time served. That's what the difference is.
that's funny.
So in the past week, since the house went listed,
yes,
since the house listed on Sunday, we've had 5 viewings. Nobody is really happy with the price point that we're starting at. But then again, that's one of the reasons why we started at the price point we did, so that we can come lower, people can come up, and we can meet in the middle, and everybody's happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not starting at, and my sisters agree that we're not starting at the bargain basement of absolutely the bottom we will take, because they'll try to talk us down from that. So we've got a couple people who are again interested, but not nearly where we're starting at. So we might talk to them about coming a little bit lower and see if they'll start making offers at that. Most of the seller or most of the buyers that are kind of looking are going to be cash buyers. So we won't have to worry about the 30-day closing, all that. We can probably get everything done pretty quick. But I don't know if we can actually have everything done, check in hand, before the 25th. So more than likely, I'm not going to be there this year.
Well, that is regrettable, but you can always start budgeting now for next year.
Well, that's the plan. I mean, the second that the estate is divided up and everything, after we pay off all of our current debt, I'm putting money aside for going down to Hallowcon next year.
We had no idea that Don was going to be able to make it. And matter of fact, it was like, what was it, 2 years ago when Michaela showed up? And, that was, nobody thought she was going to be able to make it. And then Carl and Donna made sure that she got there. And it was absolutely delightful. And I'm sorry that she didn't make more money from sales, but it's a very, very small con. So you can't judge it by sales. It's a relaxed con. It's a family reunion sort of situation. It's family that you didn't know that you had, except for knowing them online. You needed. Yeah, it's what you need. It ain't what you expected.
Well, that's one of the reasons Carl likes it so much. It's not a big crowd of people. I mean, there's plenty of people there, but
they're the good people.
Yeah.
And Joe Dog.
Okay, so back in the day, I used to do chat on Virtual Places, which was Excite.com's chat. And it was in the Midwesterns, and there used to be Midwest. We'd get together in different cities, Omaha, and I don't know what you're thinking, Rich, but let me finish before you make your comment.
Anyway.
And we would meet in different Omaha, Manhattan, Kansas. We were met up in this. About every 3 months we would have a VT party, and this what Hallowcon reminds me of, and what this whole situation reminds me of, is my VT days. Because it's like we all see each other online, we all talk online, and now we're all going to get together. We all go cheers, Okay, Rich, spit it out.
He's forgotten.
No.
Challenge accepted.
No, I just told him to spit, and he's used to not spitting.
No, so I'm not touching that one. You know what? No, screw it. And for an extra 10, I'll smear. I'm going to hell for that one. Anyways,
just that one?
Just that, yeah. That's a new one.
No, just the way everything was going with the way you're explaining everything, and then you said it was Excite.com, And I'm like, I'll behave.
Sure.
Oh, why start now?
You will.
Yeah, why start now?
I didn't say how I'll behave. I just said I'll behave.
It was just like a Yahoo or MSN or
Mhm.
I can't
Yeah.
Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, the doo-dah day.
Pretty much
Oh,
the mood, don't it?
And the time to do sketchy shit is between 12 a.m. and 11:59 p.m.
It's only 11:35, so we can be just a little bit sketchy.
uh,
Oh dear.
there's a third song to that now.
I
Oh
thought
really?
we're gonna get away with it.
Yeah. Goes, time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Totally got away with it. Oh, the doo-dah day.
We shall see.
I usually do. No, Don, I know what you meant. My very first guild on WoW, it was a small guild. There were only like about 10 of us, I think, and 2 lived in California, and the rest of us lived in Illinois. So we started getting together once a year and have lunch together. Then the leader of our guild absconded to North Dakota, of all places. We we quit getting together.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of a commute. Oh Lord. And now I'm reminded of a album from my childhood all about Paul Bunyan. I wish I could remember the name of the singer who was doing it. And he's a very pleasant fellow. Told
Paul
all kinds
Bunyan.
of told all kinds of interesting Paul Bunyan stories.
First
And
name that comes to my mind would be Burl Lives.
first name was Danny something, not
Oh,
Danny K, but
mm,
we're
I
talking
wouldn't know
about
them.
something. We're talking about something that came out in the 50s or maybe early 60s.
Honey, remember that I'm a year older than you are.
Yes, I know, but you didn't have the same childhood phonograph albums that I did, so
Maybe not, but I did have 2 brothers who grew up in the 50s, so my vinyls include late 50s to late
yeah,
70s music.
they probably weren't interested in kids stuff. Probably was more serious music, like Chuck Berry and whatnot.
No,
Oh, really? They lost out then.
well, my brothers weren't much into rock, except for getting into Elvis. And there were some silly songs like, oh damn, what was the name of that? Anyway,
The Flying Purple People Eater.
no, it was a song where she was telling him how much she loved him, how much they went together, and he's like, no, 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 no. And I don't know who done it, but it sounded like a male and female frog.
Okay, that's not one in my experience, but
Did it
That's
sound like a
funny.
girl?
She sounded like a girl frog, and he sounded like a boy frog. Until at the very end, she sighs and says, "Oh, so and so, I love you," and he goes, he repeats the name to him, and then the chipmunk voice goes, "My name is Alvin."
Yes,
It's a weird song.
I did grow up with Alvin and the Chipmunks album too.
Well, yes, who didn't back then?
Yeah, they were all over the place, even on the radio.
Hmm.
Um, oh, and now I can remember every note, just like I can remember every note of the Vienna Symphony on the air doing Deflator Mouse. Oh God, if you've never heard that, it is an awesome piece of music. It influenced me greatly, and probably is responsible for some of the ways that I write classical music now. Um, I doubt seriously anybody could even find. I don't think anybody's even bothered to post that anywhere on YouTube or whatever. It's one of those things that unless you had the vinyl, it's almost impossible. I stole it
Hmm.
from my mom and dad, so I've got the vinyl. Um,
Oh, and oh
hey,
my God, I can't believe how dark my hair looks right now in this light. So don't mind me. It looks dark.
It almost looks Auburn.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, don't mind me. Caught my attention, and I was like,
I was just thinking one of our friends would probably call it Tuscaloosa Brown, but he ain't here right now. Otherwise, he'd get the uh, one finger fertility sign of affection from Dawn.
"Wee,
Hmm.
wee."
Oh, all right. I've got
Which
to go
looks
down
almost
the
Auburn,
hallway.
so I'm hoping that
Ah,
at least somebody would appreciate almost Amber or Amber looks
I'm going to leave y'all three unsupervised for a few minutes.
Rich in charge. Rich
Rich
in
is
charge.
Rich is wearing a shirt. I don't see what kind of trouble you could get into. On that note,
Oh, you'd be surprised what we could do with a man with his shirt on.
If you're a
Hmm.
damn good girl, you can do anything with any man with any kind of clothing on or off.
That's true.
strangely, I would not be a bit surprised. Oh,
The Waffle House could get very interesting.
Waffle House, yay!
I know, it's like weird. I'm so excited about so many new little random things about Hallowcon.
All sorts of new things. Have you ever had German food before?
Yeah,
You'll love this place. It's great. Where we're gonna eat Thursday night.
in Evansville, right?
Hmm. I think that's about what 3 hours away from us. Maybe not that long. And I warned April, my cat sitter, that your car will be in the driveway, so you don't have to worry about it getting towed or anything.
I know I told somebody where if I was one of my friends, I was coming to your place and then go from there. And they're like, "You're leaving." They didn't know I was coming to your place. They thought I was just leaving it in a random parking lot in Danville. Excuse me.
Oh no, we don't do that.
And I was like, "Oh no, no, no! It's gonna be in their house. They're at their house." Oh, okay. I said, and they have cats, so their cat sitter's gonna be cats. Okay, okay.
Yes.
So it's gonna look like it just parked at somebody's house, like any other person.
Yep.
And in-state plate, nobody's gonna even be like, "What?"
We're on the north side, so we're mostly okay.
Like being mostly dead.
Yeah. we don't want to go there.
I know, buddy. You want me to turn the light off, but if I turn the light off, then I turn orange.
You don't want to turn orange?
Oh, I don't care if I'm orange or not. Sometimes it just looks
You don't
funny.
want to. You don't want to join the Trump family.
I don't want to look like I turned. Or no, wait, it'd be the other way when I turned green.
Yeah, 3 hours, little over 3 hours to Evansville. And we're going to want to get to the restaurant at 5 or before if we can. Otherwise, it's going to be impossible, even on a Thursday night, to get a table. It's a very popular restaurant.
Well,
And
I mean,
well,
I'm planning on getting to your house at a pretty decent time on Thursday.
Well, by the time y'all are eating, I will be at the hotel going, I should have gone down to the liquor store. I'm running out of beer. No, because I will go down to the liquor store and make sure I don't run out of beer.
I was going to say, you're going to be stopping on your way before you go up the hill.
Oh, I'm going to be stopping before I ever leave the house. There's going to be stuff that I can only buy here.
That's true.
And because when I get there, they only have the full strength stuff. They don't have the diet version. So 94 proof Kraken. Okay.
Well, Carl is bringing
I'm-
the governor or congressman, statesman, whatever it's called.
Statesman. Yeah, I don't care if he brings the governor, as long as he is polite to Megan, it'll be okay. Yeah,
going orange.
the statesman. I'm gonna have to get a couple of bottles here because the prices there are significantly higher for that. Hopefully, I can find a place that has the 70 proof Kraken so that I don't make Lindsay mad by getting entirely too intoxicated entirely too quickly.
Uh,
But you know, if not, these things
they happen.
they happen, and she can have the divorce on her own terms. But I don't think it'll go that far. Um,
And as you guys are setting up and driving down for that, I'll be comfortably ensconced in my Hallowcant this year. Since I can't make Hallowcon, I'll stay home and have Hallowcant.
well, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if between Carl and Donna and Dawn and I, we didn't utilize Joe's fancy Wi-Fi and broadcast something or another on
Friday
the
night.
at any given time.
There's that, yeah.
Remember, I do have ops for this particular facility we're using now. Matter of fact, well,
Oh no, we did.
let's not go there.
You get Uncle Carl on there after he's had a few, and you're not going to be wanting him on YouTube.
Oh, why not? Evidence is evidence.
That's why we don't record the green room.
Michaela!
Hey,
Hello,
Michaela.
darling. I may not have chat for this, but I can at least highlight when people pop in. And I'm sorry, Chris, that I didn't do that for you. But Facebook, you
What are you doing up so late, Michaela? Did you just get home from the dance hall?
probably just got home from the restaurant. She doesn't have an easy job being supervisor anymore. Or let me rephrase that. Being a supervisor is not an easy job.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I just like poking fun at her because she lives in a town that still has a dance hall.
Hey.
Oh my.
I didn't think that was for a couple more weeks.
In a secret location getting words written, which means off camera and just listening to us reprobates while you take notes.
As recidivists.
That's different from reprobates. That's a little bit more serious.
Repeat offender.
What hurt?
What was the line
It's-
from what was the line from RoboCop? I am a repeat offender. I repeat, I will offend again.
But is it repeating when you don't stop doing it?
Well, anything worth doing is worth doing till you pass out.
Never mind.
Ooh, the cogwheels are spinning. The
Mhm.
hamster is getting tired.
Well, congrats, Michaela.
Oh, this week. Oh, got wow, 4,000 words. Oh yeah, and 1,245 yesterday. Really good, really good. Congratulations, I'm proud.
Repeating the line, all work and no play makes Michaela a dull girl is not writing.
No, but I know venues where you could get that published
Sorry,
as a 16-book series.
throwback to, I don't know if
The
it was
Shining.
in any of the other versions of The Shining other than the Kubrick version. But yeah, Jack Torrance from The Shining.
Yep.
Had a frog there.
Yeah, that's okay. He's just riveting along.
I swear to God, Grover said what we all thought Grover said.
Slowing it down, he does say it sounds like I don't remember if it was great or good idea. But yeah, when it all runs, excellent. When it all runs together, yeah, it sounds like Grover's dropping an F-bomb.
Yeah. But that's all right.
I just pretend
Grover-
that he still is.
Grover's so innocent, nobody would expect it. Now, as I said at the time, if it had been Gonzo, yeah, I'd buy it real, just sight unseen, voice unheard.
Chris is wanting you to check backstage.
I could definitely see
Oh,
Fozzie
well,
doing it. Or Rolf. I could definitely see Rolf doing it too.
Yeah.
Wondered how
thank
long
you
it
for the
would take.
reminder, Chris.
Hang out backstage, Chris.
Only been out there about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, but I was probably in the bathroom, so the sound of
you
you
talk-
entering the room.
You were
Oh, I
talking.
was talking. Well, that explains everything. When I start talking,
That's all I can hear.
Oh Lord. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Chris.
Hey.
Nice to join us.
Yeah.
Sorry,
My,
Dave.
so
And-
Chris is bringing the 55-gallon drum of Statesman and
And an
You don't
8-gallon
have that much.
and a
8-gallon
taco.
bucket of... No, I'm bringing the taco. Okay.
Glad we got that straightened
is
out.
now the time when I say I really don't like tacos?
And a 1-gallon pail to go ahead and carry Joe Dog out.
Joe Dog can't.
No,
Joe Dog
he
cannot
can't drink
imbibe
anymore.
alcohol anymore, or he will die.
Right. That's why you put him in the 1-gallon pail and carry him out.
if I
No,
let him
that's
have
why
any,
we duct tape him to his Donna and let her carry him out.
if I let him have any, it is like a 16th of an ounce of an inch.
Well,
Just
at least
enough
I
for
will
him.
be in similar company
That's
in the
what she
sense that,
said.
that he can't drink and I can.
Well, don't worry, we'll drink enough for him.
Yeah,
What about me?
we got you both covered.
Yeah,
Okay, I was going to say you're drinking enough for
we
him,
got
but you're not.
professionals coming. There's no reason that bar's going to be dry by the time this convention ends.
Hopefully,
If it's not, we'll take some home with us.
just depends.
We'll probably need some Depends on the way home.
Mm, make sure you go before you go.
And sometimes it doesn't make a difference after a certain age.
That's right. That's right.
Well, that's why if you're a guy, you get a Texas catheter and like a 3-gallon bucket that you can put in the back seat. So the
Canada,
Texas catheter, the
Shit, you pull over on the side of the interstate and find some damn trees to fertilize.
the Texas catheter goes on the outside, so you don't have to worry about the painful balloon.
You're kidding me.
No,
No. Nita Lanning just sent me a friend request.
I saw something that he set up a second account, kind of like how I have my alternate account.
Okay. I'm going to go for it. If it's not Nita,
That way,
I will
if
know really quickly.
if one gets blocked or in trouble, the other one is still there to back up. You may or may not be leaving the day job.
Mm-hmm.
So you
I definitely will be leaving the day job. I don't care who hacks my account. Seriously. I've been working for this for damn near half a century. I am going to leave the day job. They are just beginning to react in horror at the idea at work. It's like, wait a minute,
reality life.
we're just now figuring out what it is that you actually do. We can't find anybody to do that. We'd have to pay them.
They didn't believe Carl either until he started bringing home stuff from the office, his personal stuff.
I've already started bringing stuff out of my lab. Matter of fact, there's things I'm going to have to fill out a scrap request for useless stuff that has been hanging around in my lab the entire time I've been there, has no utilitarian purpose at the job. I can do something with that. It's plywood. It's 2x10s. I mean, seriously, if you're just going to leave it laying around, I might as well take it home and make a bookshelf out of it or something. Whoa, Michaela, am I allowed to post that? I mean, seriously, the secret news? I mean, I won't. I mean, you posted it, so it's in the comments, but I won't flash it in the video if you say not to.
Well, she's really not giving anything away.
No, but still,
Nope.
Miracles happen. Their employer might just be watching the show eventually. Like that's going to happen.
I doubt it.
Yeah, nobody.
He said, "Go ahead."
Okay. Well, I hope for the best reasons and not utter frustration. So, well, you should be able to make a living as a writer because you're damn good at it.
Ouch.
and you've got a solid work ethic too on both the
Yep.
day job and writing.
Yep.
Utter frustration. Yes. Well, that can happen. And evidently it did. And actually, I think it's been coming on for a little while. That's one of those thankless jobs where somebody's got to do it, but the people it's getting done to
Yeah.
can't cope with it. Look, Donna, $20 is $20.
I'm thinking of something totally.
I know what you're thinking of. I can hear
No,
it down
no.
here.
No, you don't. Remember when you got your first paycheck and you saw everything that was taken out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my bestie's boy has his first job. He's highly functioning autistic.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got him at this place in town where disabled people can do little jobs and get a paycheck, and it gives them some place to go and some place to do. And
Mm-hmm.
I think he only works like 2 or 3 days a week. But it's jobs like, if you buy a shelf and you put it together and there's a bag full of bolts and nuts, that's where they come from, is this place.
Mm.
So I get this text message. They also got him a cell phone for his 21st birthday. And I get this text message. I got my first paycheck. Well, as I say, he's highly functional. And he's looking at this and going, do I get the... I'm just going to throw out an amount. Do I get the $30 or the $25? I don't understand. His mom's like, you get what's on the check. Don't look at what's on the pay stub. But what happened to my money? So she had to explain taxes to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, what's the taxes from? And she says, that's like the school district. And he's, but I graduated. I'm not going to school. And yes, but you still have to pay for the school district, just like Uncle Carl and Aunt Donna have no children, but they're paying taxes for the school. And nobody else at that place had ever caught on that there's money being taken out of their check.
Mm-hmm.
And my sweet little nephew went to work and explained it to the others that they were having taxes taken out of their check. And it caused a little bit of an uproar.
Yeah, I started to say he started an uprising, didn't he?
Yeah, really. That's how unions get started.
But I told my friend, I said, it reminds me of that 70s episode where Jackie, the little rich girl, loses all her money and has to go work at the cheese shop and brings home her very first check and says, who's this FICA bitch and why is she getting any of my money?
You'll be thankful for FICA later on.
Right now, FICA can fuck. Never mind.
I think they call
What
it.
really
OSBI.
puzzles me. Sorry, Chris, go ahead. Okay, while you're eating. What really puzzles me, I started 45 years ago at $4.20 an hour. My take home was $300 a week. I'm now making almost $25 an hour.
And your
Same
take-home
number of
still-
hours. My take home is still $300 a week.
Yeah.
Is someone else thinking there's a problem with us somewhere
Yeah, that's
in the
bullshit.
system? I'm living. Thank God I was had to declare bankruptcy once and live off about $5 a day because I can live cheap and
With a
grew up.
voice like that, I can see what. Wait,
Yeah, but
that
you don't want to.
That's because I don't do anything magic with this voice.
Donna would
There he goes
argue
again.
that.
No, that's a superpower that I try not to claim. Um, you know how Clark keeps holding back because the world is made of cardboard. Well,
Cardboard,
sometimes.
cardboard folds, and so did Donna.
Yeah. Well, I think they call FICA OASDI now.
It's because it's harder to come up with words for the acronym that are insulting. Um,
And it looks like Michaela's face is not only staying because
yeah,
she likes the default problem.
yeah. Well, yeah. You would just. It's
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, Michaela. I mean, if you enjoy the picture year round,
so
that's one of
hard.
the good things about it.
Right.
It's so hard to make a living as a writer, and you're not even trying to make a living. You're trying to make fun money to top off your husband's paying the bills, and then not everybody has that. I don't have anybody to pay my bills, so and I'm not. Well, I am frustrated, but it's mostly about how am I making 22 and change an hour and still only take home the same amount that I was taking home when I made 420 an hour. Um,
Because there's a lot more deductions and
Mm-hmm.
stuff now.
yeah,
You know, if
and
you got
Taxes have gone
voluntary,
up.
if you got
insurance costs
voluntary insurance,
$120 a week instead of 35, and it covers less, and
oh yeah, because
it only
insurance,
exists on paper, basically.
you know, insurance. I mean, if you got any additional other than your health insurance, if you got eye insurance, you got dental insurance, if you got supplemental life insurance, or if you got short-term disability or any of that stuff, it's just extra stuff. And then if you got 401k
Yeah, but
or something similar, that's even more that's taken out.
well, that at least that I know where it's going. That's $130 a week that's going in my 401k right now
Mm-hmm.
for another 3 months.
1,067 a month is my medical insurance.
Is your medical what?
That's not my life insurance. My medical insurance is 1,067 a month.
Wow.
And how do I look at having Rich do like the subtitle talking and the mouth moves and the,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was cutting out.
But yeah, 1,067 a month. But that's for a family plan, even though it's technically well, there's three of us now, so it's still family. But once Crow hits 26, if I'm still at the firm, then it actually drops down because it just becomes me and a spouse.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows what I'll be making at that point in time, so who knows how much my insurance will raise.
Yeah.
Because we have it as a tiered system so that the people who are making the least amount of money for the firm, the people in like the copy center, the people in facilities and stuff like that, and the mail room, so that their insurance is reasonable. Those of us who make over a certain threshold pay more. And then, it's we've got so many thresholds like that. And sadly, a couple of years ago, I actually hit the threshold where my insurance jumped about $200 a month.
Oh,
Wow.
I could not imagine. I really could not imagine. But
But I
then,
had kick-ass insurance too, though.
well, I do too on paper. Try and file for something. Go,
Mhm.
oh, denied. We don't even know you.
Very few things that we've put through have been denied. It's um, a pair of okay.
I hated it
It's
when they.
going to sound weird when I say it this way. Pump
Mhm.
pants was denied for my lymphedema because I've got pooling of fluid down in my lower extremities.
Hmm. Yes.
Yeah,
So
basically they're
you got
inflatable
to have
pants
the Air
that have
Force
the
Mhm.
chambers. Yeah,
build pressure up to pump the
Yeah.
blood back up into your torso. Yes,
so they denied
I
that,
understand the concept, but
Mhm.
and they also deny certain of my expenses for my pain doctor, like the drug testing that I have to do. They refuse to pay for my drug testing, even though my pain doctor mandates I have to have the drug testing because they're prescribing me a narcotic. So they have to make sure that I'm for one taking it. I'm not taking anything else beside it, and I'm not taking more of it than is prescribed.
hmm
But the
But they want
insurance
to
is
make
like,
sure.
no, yeah, the insurance company is like, no, you don't need it. I think
the doctor says I do.
the pain center will disagree.
Yep.
Well, look at the crap that I've been going through. It's bullshit.
Really?
The insurance company just denied my PT again. They're like, well, it used to be better by now. And I'm like, they must not understand what the word chronic means.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
I think
They
they
must not
understand what the word
understand what the
chronic means, but
diagnosis of several of your diagnoses really mean. That the shit you have isn't cleared up in a month.
Mm-hmm.
You
it may
got
not
it
be cleared
for
up in
life.
a lifetime.
Yeah.
That's like if the insurance company was to suddenly, if Lindsay was to go back and get prescriptions for her bipolar, and they said, "Oh, you don't need that." Excuse me. Uh, Obviously, you have not read the shrink's report.
So another funny thing about the firm is we now have Narcan in all of our offices. All right, I'm thinking I roboted there. We now have
You
Narcan in all of
Mhm.
did,
our offices.
yes. And I'm going,
So
whoops.
if someone overdoses on an opiate, we can go ahead and go to reception, get the Narcan, administer it, so that the person doesn't die while waiting for the EMS to show up.
Mhm.
The things you do for management. Who else can afford opiates? Don't say anything,
They
Richie.
they claim that it is not due to anything that happened across the firm, but since they're seeing that kind of epidemic rise in America, they wanted to go ahead and have that on hand just in case. Something in the back of my mind is screaming bullshit. Something happened.
Yep. Just like
Well,
in the 70s when we were supposed to be the labor force. It was supposed to be all clean and sober and everything. And let's say the Peruvian marching powder was very, very, very overdosed in the local management.
mhm. Well, you come to
They had
visit.
It's one of those things. As what was it Robin Williams said? It's God's way of telling you got too damn much money.
Yeah.
Uh, if you come to Danville, do not take a taxi. Because I can guarantee you, every taxi driver, no matter which company it is at least on weed while driving, and sometimes they've been sniffing coke on the frickin' job.
The weed wouldn't bother me. That just makes you paranoid and drive
Hmm.
more carefully. But
Yeah, the coke.
cocaine, yeah, that has a way of making you entertain dangerous thoughts,
And
especially while driving.
speed would not be good.
No, I can make it between those two transfer trucks. They're only 6 feet apart, and this taxi is 5'2" wide.
The railroad signs just started coming down. I can make it.
Yeah. Oh, that's anybody in Danville.
Mhm.
That's anybody, anywhere.
That's anybody anywhere. Oh, that red light's only been red for 3 seconds. I can still go.
It was only pink, I swear, officer.
Yeah.
If he was saying it was only pink, he was looking at something besides the red light.
It was just beginning to change when he went under to 75 miles an hour in a 45 zone.
Mm.
Oh, and I'd really like to meet the guy that came up with you can get a ticket for driving the speed limit in the passing lane because there's a police car behind you that doesn't do the speed limit. They do it up 30 miles over the speed limit, and you're in their way.
Yep.
They're not going to do anything. They're not on call. They're not going to an accident or a crime. They just want to drive fast.
And they don't like you impeding their progress.
Right. Well, they're texting and eating a donut and drinking coffee at the same time.
Speaking of coffee,
Yeah.
morning I stopped to get a cup of coffee at Dunkin' on my way to my friend's house. I went to go put it in my cup holder, and it was the cup. The cup was defective, and the lid was not attached. Burned the shit out of all my fingertips.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I was like,
$1 million lawsuit right there. Just refer to the lady at McDonald's and
I was like, I am just not even deal with this. I was almost to her house. So when I got there, I ran my hands under washed coffee off. But I'm like, what's it with my car and coffee in it? We got hit in the accident, which was it was a year ago this month. Which was a year ago this month. I still have Skid Mark of coffee on my stain on my roof of my car. Look like a Bellagio. So it's like, okay, that's it. Ted looks at me and goes, no, you are not drinking coffee in your car unless it's a cup that you brought from home.
Okay.
Well, he was just saying because it seems like it's always paper cup.
Sweet drizzle. Don's Taco. Oh, he's getting new signs ready.
he's demonstrating the utility of the font he just made.
You know, $20.
Those are not hand drawn. Those are printed from Rich's font.
Yeah.
I drew a font.
Yeah, you didn't see that earlier after you said something that was kind of funny, and then I said, "Hey, $20 is $20."
I did. I was actually holding up the sign, I think, as you were saying it. But yes, I'm going to have so much fun with that sign. I'm going to get so much trouble with that sign.
Yeah.
Or not sign, font. But signs.
Yeah, really.
Mm-hmm.
Now-
You're still going to get in trouble with the signs.
You're You're going to spend so much money on printer paper now that you got that font.
No,
Oh.
no, 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 no. I'm going to spend so much money at Staples getting banners made.
You know what would be hilarious, Rich? If you popped in on Heather and Nita's show
Nita.
and put that sign up.
Which one? The $20 is $20?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That would be so apropos.
I want to witness that, but I don't want anybody to know I'm there.
Of course, you would have to be on screen for it to happen, but still, that would be
Oh,
freaking
I
hilarious.
So
popped
what I
into,
need to do is get markers and make these all prettified, and then scan them in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
color.
popped into Heather and Nita's show last night, and they
I
said
know.
so many complimentary things about me. I mean, I seriously blushed.
Oh,
Well, they
yeah.
said the
So Heather
I
and Nita
watched
had their
the
own
original.
show now?
Yes,
Um,
comics and
It's
chaos.
okay. Remember when Heather used to have chaos and comics, or comics and chaos, something like that.
Comics and Chaos.
Yeah, on Sunday nights she'd come on 905 and chat while she was talking, while people were putting in their promos. It's that with Nita.
Mhm.
And they're going to start doing it, I think, every other week on
Wednesday
Wednesday
night.
nights,
Yeah.
about 9 o'clock or so, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. And
Oh yeah, it would be 9 for you.
I popped in and I go, oh, Heather and Nita, okay, this should be fun. And evidently, all the cool kids were on the Facebook link, and I was on YouTube. So
No, I was on YouTube.
you were on YouTube, okay?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, your comments were the only ones I got to see, besides the links that Nita was posting.
Mhm.
And
And, and they did very well for doing it for the first time because they did not have their shit together.
No.
No, you know what? I think there was a lot more people showed up than they anticipated too. They're like, oh, shit, we just got
Yeah.
inundated.
Well, I mean, there was
it did look like the links were coming hot and heavy.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, Heather got to be pretty popular there when she was doing it alone,
Hmm.
and
That's
Let's-
only going to increase now with Nita on board.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah. And Nita is not exactly technically inclined, shall I say?
Hmm.
Which you would think by now she would be, but she's not.
Yeah.
Bless her little heart. I love her to death. I flip her off every time I see her. I love her so much.
That probably just excites her.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because she's
oh,
she's
the
one of
intro.
those that she finds stuff funny that you wouldn't think that she'd find funny, and there's other stuff you think she'd find hilarious she doesn't find funny at all.
Well, everybody different.
Yeah, I know. But she's so much fun to watch, and her voice is softer than I thought, or higher than I thought it was, because I reckon when she jumped on Stupid O'Clock or Last Man Standing, I think she was feeling a little bit under the weather, so she sounded like she had a deeper voice, but it's a lot higher pitched than I thought.
Have you ever watched
Yeah.
the Raging Blog or the Raging 2 or whatever that is?
Yeah.
On was it Monday and Friday?
Mondays and Fridays, right after Nick's show.
Friday, so put up on my schedule. So I made a schedule, and I pinned little things on it of when shows are, up to and including this one and Stupid O'Clock, because That way, also Ted can't do the. I didn't know you did it. So anyway, why are you shaking your head, Dan?
Back in the day, I used to have a schedule for our shows and all the ones we were
Mhm.
interested in, and I updated it as often as anybody gave me updates to put on it. And
But they kept changing
then,
stuff so dang much it was hard to keep up
well,
with it
it
all.
it it didn't matter. It only took 10 minutes to update. All I had to do was know about it, type it
Mhm.
into the spreadsheet, upload it.
Mhm.
Even in the worst case scenario, 10 minutes time. From the time I learn about it, pull it up, update it, fire up the FTP, and upload it, done. But everybody's shows kept disappearing.
Mhm.
We can't do that now. Our schedule has changed. We can't do that. Oh, I'm going to give this up. Oh, I'm tired. And that sounds petty for my part. It really does, and I'm very sorry. I didn't mean it to sound that way. It's just if you're trying to keep up with a herd of 10,000 cats,
Mhm.
all of which
Yeah.
have email, and none of whom bother to post anything until the last second or 2 weeks after the last second.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
some of them just vanish entirely. Wait a
Poor.
minute. Which way is Michigan? Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Poor Jody McPhee used to read the whole schedule on his show on Saturday nights, and then Carl and I'd be in the audience like, no, they're not doing that anymore.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
It's
now
hard
all
it's
he,
hard to do updates when people won't give you the update information.
Yeah.
yeah. So now all he talks about is he'll mention never mind the furthermore, the vlogs and stupid o'clock and last man standing.
Well,
Because
I'm
so
grateful
far
that he
those are the
gives us those
ones.
mentions.
Surprised he doesn't do comic book spectrum yet because he knows he's going to be on that one. He's on that one.
Well, yeah, he does that one too. Well, he's running that right now with BKM busy off busy. That's why I
Oh,
got pushed back to 7 o'clock Central Time instead of 6 o'clock.
is Brian working on something special?
They've been working
Yes,
on
he
Or
a.
does.
just relaxing a little bit?
Oh no, that man does not know the meaning of the word relax.
He will
He
he will if his wife says, sit down, shut up.
uh he was. I don't know if he's finished with it or not, but he was ghostwriting a book for somebody. He was going to
That's a very difficult job.
almost every weekend he had a con someplace.
Mm.
So yeah, he was
He's been busy. He hasn't been sitting on his laurels. I mean, he's.
Well,
like I
no,
say,
he wouldn't know how to sit on his
unlike
excuse me, rented
Trouble saying
beer. He would not know how to sit on his laurels. He doesn't know how to fold them correctly.
I
Um,
had trouble saying it too, Dan. I'm glad you caught it.
Mhm.
unlike Aunt Donna, who is totally capable of sitting on her laurels.
yeah, but you know how to fold
Another
them.
thing.
Mhm.
You know how to fold your laurels, Donna?
Oh yeah.
There are ways of making a cushion, and there are ways of making a pin cushion. And
Mhm.
Aunt Donna knows how to make a cushion.
Aunt Donna also knows how to make a pin cushion if she needs it.
Mhm.
He's
We'll not.
multitasking. He's
We'll
multi-talented.
we'll not get into your personal life there. But,
Why stop now, Dan?
Yeah. Speaking of being on my laurels, the proof book for my latest Conventions Are a Blast has come through, been approved, and I will have copies at Hallowcon.
Hooray!
Wait, what's this
No,
Hallowcon you're speaking of? I don't
huh?
think I've ever heard of it. What's this Hallowcon you've been speaking of?
It's some little doings down in Georgia
The
somewhere.
Outback.
Yep.
All I know is they got a Waffle House.
Yep.
Okay, so we're just going for the Waffle House.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They got a Waffle House, and there's about 10 liquor stores within 5 miles.
Did we?
There's
We're
one
bringing our own
within walking
statesman.
distance if you can walk
Yeah.
downhill and back up again.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Walking
bringing it
down's
up.
not the problem, it's the walking back up.
Yeah, well,
Walking down
I've
for
got to
some
say,
of us.
walking back up that hill, I'm gonna need ropes and cleats and all kinds of stuff if I'm not in a car.
You're going to need a wagon
That's
too.
that is a
You're
steep
going to
hill.
need a wagon
I mean,
too to carry all of
that is a steep hill. You think crossing the Rockies is tough? Driving up that driveway, pray it don't snow. I mean, seriously,
I accidentally inhaled on that one, Dan,
I'm sorry.
because suddenly I got a vision of you in ropes and oh my.
She had to suck it in before she sucked it in.
It's freaking hilarious.
Do I need to bring my boots for the Spurs this time?
Uh-oh.
Dawn.
I'm bringing my horse whip, so you can if you want.
Ride 'em cowboy.
Oh, it would make it very difficult for me to walk downstairs. Walking up is no problem because the spurs stick out. But walking down, that's I need a ramp for that, not steps.
Oh, you
why-
walked out
that's why-
backwards? You walked out
That's why-
backwards.
Well, no, that's why cowboys walk with their toes pointed out.
No, this is why cowboys fall down going down the steps. It's because they forgot to take the spurs off.
On the second floor.
Any floor.
Actually, this is why they fall down just walking across the floor. They still have their spurs on.
And they go jingle, jangle, jingle. Don't ask me why I have spurs.
Hey,
Steampunk.
Dan.
Steampunk. Steampunk. That's all I got to say. Steampunk.
That's not what you said last night.
Ooh.
You have no idea how often I've got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle get stuck in my freaking head.
Well, tonight is one of those times. And last night, I don't remember saying anything other than, but I do that
That was
with great
afterwards.
frequency.
Yes.
I didn't say a damn thing. Doesn't mean I'm not thinking anything. I didn't say a damn thing.
I know that you're thinking so loud I can hear it from here. Oh,
What is it? What is it, Rich?
I don't know, but it hurts.
I was remembering the advert for a movie. Thank God I didn't go see the
I
movie.
thought it was a new sign. You need a new sign, Rich. You got to come up with something for you to get in the rotation.
What is it, Dan? Say it, Dan.
Go ahead, Dan.
No. Not until
Commercial
Friday.
for what?
Not until Friday. Oh, I can't
It's
remember the.
only
I can't remember
26
the name
minutes
of the
from now.
movie. I think it was Belle Star. Does that sound right?
There's a movie called Bill Star, yeah.
And something
There's a movie
about
called Blaze Star.
well, that could be it too.
That was
I don't
Huey
know.
Long and the stripper girlfriend.
You would know about the strippers, right, Chris?
I knew about the movie. It had one of the funniest scenes in cinematic history.
You didn't count on my loyal army as prostitutes, did you?
No,
No, it's more like I leave my boots on because I need that extra traction.
no. The best part of the movie was when he was trying to push mow and the mower was being a pain in the ass, so he grabbed his shotgun and blew the hell out of it.
I've had days like that.
Yep. I'm like, you just did what every man has ever wanted to do to a push mower.
From time immemorial. Doesn't matter whether it's got an engine or not. Oh. We are slaves to machinery sometimes. And not
Are you
willing.
calling with machinery?
I'm sorry, Dawn. What I heard was April whips machinery, and that image is now stuck in my head.
Oh wow.
I even worse than Donna said, I'm sure.
Dan,
And I don't remember what
I don't know who April is, but she's a badass. I bet that lawnmower goes for her. Yes, dear. Yes, folks, this is what passes for entertainment on this show.
that her name's April, right, Donna?
I'm sorry, I was busy laughing. What'd you say?
Especially when you have friends named April, right, Donna?
You might know somebody named April that I don't. Not personally.
That's my best friend.
That would happen to her thumb. The computer get a little whippy back.
No, what happened to her thumb was she was CNA.
I know, but I think I said you're calling women machinery now.
I hear you.
No, that was not what I meant. That was not what I heard either.
Well,
Hey,
there is a band called
April was
Florence and the
herding the lawnmower with a whip crack, and suddenly my next door neighbor, who's a professional, psychologist, but
Those Donnas.
There is a band called Florence and the Machine.
Called what?
Lawrence and the Machine.
The newer band, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
the past 10 years or so.
There's actually a comedian that has a routine about going to Russia, and the only thing he was able to say was "I am the machine."
Oh yeah.
And he
Bert
wound
Kreischer.
up wound up messing around with the Russian mafia and being a welcome guest.
He has a movie out with Mark Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark Hamill's his father in the movie.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
The comedy routine that I managed to see a little bit of was astoundingly hilarious. But the movie, if it's more of the same, save your pennies, folks. You want to go see this one.
Yeah, it's already out on DVD.
Oh, it should have been
I
out
saw it at Walmart
a year ago or better.
I went and seen it in theaters. It was worth it. It was the first movie I'd went to in a while. Yeah, I highly recommend it.
That reminds me, there was something happening on my birthday that Lindsay wanted to get tickets and go take me to. and I can't remember what it was. It was something awesome, not something trivial, something awesome.
All right, Don, you wanted a new sign.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Dawn's.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Remove that. Oh, Lord.
Oh,
And because a couple weeks ago Chris made the suggestion for this sign, and I forgot about it till Don just mentioned I needed to make a new sign.
And we hereby dedicate that sign to everybody that's being sued right now by anybody else.
Yep.
That's as close to political as I want to get. So everybody knows what I mean. So
Yep.
keep your
It'd be
comments to yourself.
Don has obviously not been reading the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
saw
maybe-
yours, Donna. In regards to Dawn.
Yeah. What is? I didn't.
Flash it up there, Dan.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. I doubt that seriously. I really doubt that
You're referring to
seriously.
me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Michaela says, let's just say if things work out well this weekend and coming week, Don will be very busy in the near future. I said, good. She's been slacking off recently.
Yep.
If my car starts, I've been busy-ish. My car
Ugh,
didn't start for 2 mornings.
it,
So
it did.
yeah, it did start Tuesday with Aaron Tuesday, and it did start Wednesday.
Oh well.
I drove around yesterday after we got it started, and now today it's like, okay, I'm fine.
What
I left the
seems
dome
to be
light
the
on,
problem?
the back
with-
dome light. My car's got 2 dome lights in it, and the back dome light, I must have pumped it when I was in my car last Friday.
Oh, and it stayed on all the time and drained the
And it
battery.
stayed, yeah, but the battery was dead on Tuesday. We dumped it. I don't think I let it run long enough. I didn't give it a chance to recharge the battery enough. So then when I was going to PT yesterday, it didn't start. Neighbor happened to be coming down the road, so we dumped it again and drove it all over town. And now today it was fine. So
Well, at least it was an easy fix.
it was blustering.
Yeah, my van's developed the habit if I don't put the key in correctly, in its opinion, it won't start. And I have to pull the key out of the ignition, put it back in, and try again. And pull the key out of the ignition and put it back in and try again. And I'm going, is this some kind of dirty joke you haven't let me in on? Car? I mean, seriously?
Mhm.
How many times do I have to pull it out and put it back in before you're ready to crank up?
As many times as we say, Dan.
Sometimes I actually have to turn the key upside down and put it in before it starts.
I've never tried that before. I'll try that sometime.
Sometimes I just have to shove it in and it starts.
Oh my.
Mhm. You're getting Donna excited, Dan. You need to be
I
careful.
was going to get whiplash. if you
It
do
might
that
not
again.
just it might just not start. It might also finish too.
As long as it gets me to work on time, it can do anything it wants. But
I don't think that's what we're worried about it working.
You have arrived. You have arrived.
Yeah, Michaela, it probably depends on how long the engine's been running.
I usually let it warm up a little bit before I make it exert itself. But
work. I mean, he came to work. I mean, never mind.
I wanted to go to work. I need to leave on time. There's a schedule, and I don't determine the schedule. The alarm clock determines the schedule. When the alarm clock goes off,
Dan,
everything else is not my
having
friend. What?
you're having a total peanut moment. Or
Meow.
you're trying to.
Hello, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Holy Falkenstein, Dan, what did I walk into?
Well, apparently I
Um,
don't know how to start my car properly. So Dan was telling me how to shove it in, how he shoves it in, and he was telling everybody else how he shoves it in. Sometimes he's got to do it upside down to get things started correctly, so that you can arrive on time and in a
yeah,
timely
sometimes
manner.
you just got to flip it over.
And Donna was getting a little bit excited.
A little bit. I think I'm going to need another towel.
So that's what for tonight.
Damn. Lindsay's going to have to do laundry again tomorrow.
Mm-mm-mm.
Wait a minute. The
Big
fax machine
strap
is
for your
jammed.
key? Man,
Oh, yeah. No, Nick. I don't need a strap for the key. I need to start taking the whip of one of them, or the handcuffs. I can't remember which. It's been so long, I can't remember who gets tied up. Um,
Not what you said last
probably
week.
either one will be pleased about it.
as long as the car starts, I had to leave the driveway before the school bus goes by.
And failing miserably.
Oh, hey, Nick. I made a font.
Hey,
And
we
now he's
all,
running out of printer paper.
we all need stability in the thrust.
Yeah, clearly.
It's a good thing that the firm pays for my toner and my printer paper.
But they don't know what they're paying for.
No,
Oh!
Yep.
Thank you, Nick, for quoting
Looking for adventure.
Steppenwolf. Ah.
Ironically, I just happened to look over and on the TV, a song is playing. It's Crosstown Traffic.
Now, Nick, I would like to point out that punctuation is extremely important. Not the green room.
Oh, Lord. we broke the women.
But when it comes to head out on the highway, there's
Oh, my.
there's either a comma or a full stop, or maybe a semicolon in there, or otherwise, well, it's not time for me to write my autobiography yet.
Nick, you better be careful about that head on the highway.
Don't hit it.
Just be grateful for it.
I was referring to the getting head on the highway.
Yeah, I'm staying away from your driveway.
We're having issues, Nick, but I wonder why.
Oh, as long as I get to pull out of my driveway before a school bus goes by, because I don't want to get behind a 40-mile-an-hour school bus during rush hour.
And I hope you pull up before the school bus goes by.
But I'm just beginning to get the job done.
That's what she said.
Get overhead, Chris.
We've only got 10 minutes, folks, and we're already demonetized. So, not that we ever would get monetized. And I'm
You do
going,
that.
why have I been telling people at work to watch this damn show? They're never going to be able to look me in the face again.
They're going
They
to
think
get other parts.
they think I'm this nice, innocent guy, and I'm going.
Wait, where's your innocent sign? Isn't the innocent sign? Isn't there an innocent sign?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called
Yes,
Deer
it is.
Deer Crossing because it's so very precious.
Remember, my education was those boys can keep their machinery out of your shed. It can sit out and rust, which can going with the rest of this conversation fits in very well.
Yes, Nick, retirement.
Yeah.
As of Monday morning, 11 weeks.
11 weeks. It'll be gone before you know it.
I know it's already. By the time I get back from Hallowcon, I'll have to fill out the official company. Take me out of the payroll system. Retirement papers.
Wow.
And people are already telling me that they don't know what they're going to do when I'm gone because they're just beginning to figure out what all I do. And when I do that voodoo that I do so well, that old black magic just keeps crying on down.
Well, Dan, it's
Donna
only
is number 5 now.
it's after midnight here, so it's
it's damn near 1
days.
a.m. here, so
It's 21 days to Hallowcon.
oh,
Yep.
can't wait. Except for the drive.
3 weeks from today, I will be in a hotel room with Donna and Carl.
And may God have mercy on your soul. Oh.
That'll be stories you can tell your nieces and nephews.
Hey, Michaela did it and,
Oh,
and
yeah, right.
survived.
Yeah.
Well, after they're 25, but you know.
Yeah, that takes care of all the.
Are of age then. Hell, I'm sure my oldest nephew could probably tell me something or just couple things. He's got kids. Bizarre things.
We're just going to spend the rest of the 7 minutes of the show laughing at everybody's comments. Oh, yes,
Just
Nick.
Yeah.
Back up on
Yep.
it again. Just the specific one. Put Nick's one where he needs to learn punctuation. Because I'll laugh again.
Oh. She's already going to learn about Waffle House. So let's not push
another
anything.
punctuation.
We got to ease her into this.
That's what you have lube for, right? Like Nick was saying, you can have afterbite anything.
Yeah, Nick. They're gonna get an adult education. There's your Halloween reference I just dropped on you.
Really.
I have a request for Sweet Drizzle. Can you do red in that color scheme to go with the meme?
Oh, and Chris,
Yes, sir.
we may have to make up some diplomas to give out to some of the people that have experienced this for the first time at Hallowcon, and go, you survived the madness or something similar.
Ooh, Carrie's popping over, aren't I?
We'll have to wait and see if she survives.
I have no doubt. She's resilient.
Are you guys going to be able to survive?
I went to Hallowcon and all I got was my cherry busted at Waffle House.
That needs to be a T-shirt.
I went to Hallowcon and hey now, $20 is $20.
All I got was this lousy T-shirt. No, no, I like the. How did you start making, Chris? Or did we watch that? So
I said I went to Hallowcon and I got my cherry busted at Waffle House.
Hallowcon challenge.
Went to Hallowcon and all I got was stories I can't tell anybody until they're 21.
The green room. Wait a minute, that's 21.
Yeah.
Or Last Man Standing, which we're not monetized. 10-year-olds will be watching this rolling up.
And never will be. Oh Lord. I just hope we never get any commercials shoved in by YouTube or whatever it's going by these days.
I'm just curious, Dan.
Google AdSense.
Oh, Michaela, you had to.
This is a story I need to know. What's okay? Because they're gonna bust my theory at Waffle House, Michaela, this year. So what happened with you and Hatfield there?
Everybody was dressed up because it was Halloween weekend. And what was she a scarecrow, Michaela? Do you remember? I don't know, but it was a cute costume. And she was just adorable. And so friendly.
Yeah.
Friendly or friendly?
So not touching that.
All I said was she was friendly, very friendly.
Not touching that without a 10-foot pole and a lawyer.
Michaela says I can't say, but the little blonde girl was a scarecrow.
Which is not a personal attack. They're talking about a Halloween costume.
Again, punctuation. No.
I am not going to tell Michaela proper punctuation. I am an editor, but I ain't that good an editor.
Yeah. As long as her last name wasn't Crane, we'll probably be all right.
Now he has a point.
Okay.
In joke, nobody got. Okay.
Obviously.
Yep, Chris, you can now write a Maren Ibrahim story. You can make references that nobody's going to get unless they know the entire.
The
fandom.
Scarecrow was an enemy of Batman. He was also a psychologist, and I can't remember his first name at the moment.
Last name was Crane, yeah.
His last name was Crane.
They missed a trick. They should have named it Frazier.
Mhm.
They missed that one, but
They've accused that
Text
there is a text
punctuation
being
spelling
that was on a phone. So.
yeah,
Jonathan
Michaela.
Crane.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Michaela. It's believe me. And
Besides,
now the
Michaela,
rest of the story. Thank you, Nicholas.
if we give you a hard time, it's only because we enjoy cutting up with you.
What happens if we give you a hard time?
You'll just have to wait and find out.
You gotta be there Friday night. That's what happens. All right, folks.
Guys, really quick on that one, Donna.
Look, folks. Carl's gonna cuss if we run more than 2 hours. and it's an hour and 59 and 38. So let's just
Yeah.
go ahead and everybody say where you can be found if you want to say where you can be found online. If not, there are always the wanted voice posters in the post office. But
You will find me in 21 days at the Econo Lodge of Dalton, where we're hosting Hallowcon.
I mean, Donna will be giving you a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
because Donna and Dawn and I will also be there, and Rich will be
Yeah, Fred.
wishing he was, unless a miracle happens really quick.
Yep.
In which case, he will be there with bells on.
I don't know if I can find bells in my size.
I thought that his wife's name was
We'll text Quasimodo.
Yeah. Well, if nothing else.
And
how did you know that was going to happen? I had a hunch.
I have the most awesome friends. I really do. I have the most awesome friends. I love them.
You better find most of you tomorrow for never mind the furthermore.
You said Quasimodo. You said Quasimodo, so I immediately thought of the Halloween episode from the Happy Days when Al was Quasimodo. I don't remember who was whatever else in the thing, but I remember Al being Quasimodo.
Nick, I've been trying to make at least the Monday shows, and if I can, I'll try and get the Friday ones too.
Carl won't be with us tomorrow.
No problem.
He'll be trying to get his brother on internet to work.
Oh, that's
Use
nice.
a bigger hammer.
Hopefully,
not on the computer.
At the end of October, I'll be able to start watching Nevermind the Furthermore again.
I've been able to watch when I have a day off that is not a regular work day or a vacation day, excuse me, on a regular work day. That's what I meant to say.
So, Dan, did they get your internet fixed?
The internet has been working better and better and better each day. The phone still does not work. So a tech is supposed to be coming out tomorrow and say, it ain't us. You need to replace all the phone wires in the house. And I'm going, for that I paid you $150.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Nick, I'll try to not sleep through it, but just know that there's been a lot of times, never mind the furthermore, I've been in bed while I've been talking with everybody.
Not saying a thing.
Well,
it's time to say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night.
Oh, son of a gun. You thought I was going to say son of a bitch, didn't you?
That one gets me every time. Good night, folks.
But enough about my...
That was robot voice so much. I'm sorry, Rich.
You glitched.
Just wave.
You said son of a bitch. I said enough about my nephew Jacob.
Okay, we know why he's not in the will. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, folks.
Transmission overload. System will shut down. System will shut down. System will shut down. System will shut down.
What? You're still here? What are you doing? Go to bed. Show's over. Oh, seriously, I hope nobody ever watches to this point. Uh, uh, if you want more like this, you've either got to show up for Stupid O'Clock and then stay tuned for Last Man Standing, or you got to join Uncle Carl's Secret Humor Group for more inappropriate humor on Friday nights in the green room. Your choice. You can't be offended there in the green room. It's against the rules. What else? Can't think of anything. So we will just end this here in this appropriate moment as opposed to all the inappropriate moments that you have just witnessed earlier. Thank you very much, everybody. You're on your own. Good night.